Okay. So when we speak about letterhead as part of brand identity guide or brand materials, what you are seeing is an example of a letterhead, right? So this is a template in Canva. So rule number one, letterhead needs to be very simple. No plenty things on the letterhead because the letterhead itself that you are designing, it's not the main thing. Okay, what they will write, the letter they will write on it is what they are communicating to the public. So the focus is not on the design. The focus on is on the letter, right? So they need just like a base for them to communicate. And the letterhead is for them to distinguish or make it official so that their communication is official. Because whenever you see an information on a letterhead from an organization, you know that this is coming from the organization and it is verified or it is a trusted source. You can believe this information. Something like if a random blogger posts on their handle that ECG said there will be light out from 9 to 10 tomorrow evening. And then you probably it will spark some discussion whether it's true or not, right? But if you go to the ECG platform and they have written it on their letterhead and they have posted it, you know that it is true and it's coming from their communication center. So that is the importance of letterhead for every brand. It makes their communication what trustworthy so that when we see that they've said this, we know that this is coming from them and it is verified and it can be trusted. So that's the most important thing about letterhead. So the letterhead design itself should be very simple. What are some of the things that should be on the letterhead? The company logo. Okay, very important. The company logo is, I think, is one of the most important things on the letterhead. The company logo. Then the company name. Okay, so company logo, company name, so that they know which company it's coming from. Then they should have their contact details. So these are the main things that should be on a letterhead. Whatever thing you decide to add, it's not really important. The company logo, the company name, the contact information, that is all. So that whatever letter they are sending, somebody can pick it and see that, okay, we can reach out to this person for them to what? Give us a reply or give them a reply or give them a feedback. So that's the most important things you should note. Okay. Like I heard sometimes they sign it. So sometimes to be printed and to be signed, or they will put digital signature on there. So if they want you to put digital signature on it, so that one too you can put on it. And every letterhead comes with a date. So the date too, mostly it is written as part of the letter they write, so you don't have to put the date on it. But just in case they tell you to put the date on it, you can put the date on it. Another thing I want you to note is that most organizations don't know how to use a letterhead. So if you are creating one for organization, you should know how to use it and you should teach them how to use it in case they don't know how to. Because you will send it to them as maybe a PDF, a JPEG file, and they'll be like, we tried to use it, but it didn't work. Okay, they are just coming to frustrate because they don't know how to use it. So mostly send it to them as a JPEG file. If you send it as a JPEG file, all they have to do is to paste it in the Word document, right? So when they create a new Word document, they paste it and then position it as the background. You know, Word has a place for you to select what's the right wording. Something like make it the background, right? I've forgotten the right wording, but it gives you the option to choose the image as the background, like make it the background of the design or whatever you are working on. So after they've made it the background, now they can even lock it. So if they lock it, now it becomes the background and they can write whatever text they want to write inside, right? It is as easy as that. If you also have a Word, if you have the Microsoft Word on your laptop, you can download it as a PDF, then convert it into a Word document. and send it to them. Okay. Or you can even download it as a JPEG file and then convert it into a Word document, making it the background and send it to them as Word document. That one it is easy for them to edit it. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Okay. So let's go ahead to do a very, very simple. Because this is a template, I'm just going to go. Salome, please mute yourself. I'm just going to go ahead and delete everything. So all what I did was that I selected everything, right, by dragging and dropping. And then I clicked on my delete. So I deleted everything. So now I have a blank white space, right? Now quickly, let's go and do a quick search on some of the letterheads that we have. So Pinterest, maybe I should show you guys some letterhead from University of Ghana. So University of Ghana, UG letterhead, right? So you have a quick idea of what big brands use as their letterhead. So are you seeing the UG letterhead? So this was posted on the Twitter page, right? And they've passed the information on their letterhead. So letterhead is for communication purpose, and it's very, very important. It's one of the most important, unique documents for every brand. So this is on the Twitter, their UGSRC Twitter page. And then this is for UGSRC, right? Students Representative Council. So this is their letterhead. Well, this is one of the most stylish letterheads I've also seen. It has a lot of colors because UG has a lot of colors in their design. Okay. So this is their letterhead. But then the University of Ghana itself. So every college in the University of Ghana has its own letterhead, right? It is unique to department or college or school. So the whole University of Ghana, like the central unit of the University of Ghana, let's say administration, the University of Ghana itself has its own letterhead, right? So you know that it's coming from University of Ghana administration or vice chancellor or pro vice chancellor, like the head itself, right? And then different colleges or schools or departments also have their own letterhead. Yeah. So I'm just trying to show you guys some of the letterhead that different organizations use, right? So in our branding class, we went through the UG brand manual, the brand identity guide of University of Ghana, right? Yes. So, okay. I didn't see the letterhead. Did anybody see the letterhead? Okay, here it is on 19. Okay, so can you see specification of letterheads, right? And they are showing you where the logo should go and where the contact details should go, right? And where the signature should go and all that. So this is their letterhead. Are you guys seeing? So that's where their logo is, University of Ghana. The contact information is down here and another logo here. Yeah, so very simple, very straight to the point. No plenty talk. Yes. But you see the UGSRC one is slightly different, right? But it has the same color. So it follows the brand guide. So it has the same colors and same format. Okay, so this is Office of the Pro Vice Chancellor. What other organization is very popular? Bank. Let me see. GT Bank letterhead. Okay, so on Pinterest, if you search letterhead, you see so many options come, right? These are even more fancier. Like they have a lot of colors. But then you see a lot of different ones, right? Okay, so let's just go on. Uh, so one thing that I like doing is that I always make my logo in a circle form and put it in the middle of the letterhead and then reduce the opacity so that it will be at the background of the text, the letter itself, right? I don't know, it gives some kind of, it's like a stamp on it, or what do they call that thing? There's a name of when you put a logo on it. Yes, like a watermark. It's like a watermark. So I always do that in all the letterheads that I create. So are we seeing GT Bank letterhead? So they have their logo here, and then they have their contact information straight to the point. No plenty thing. No plenty things, but they have this like watermark at the background, right? Yeah. So very straight to the point. Okay. So first thing I'm going to bring in my logo. Have I uploaded my logo here? The logo that we created, did I download it into this laptop or another laptop? I don't even remember. Okay. So I'm going to go to projects and then add a page. It's like my network is a little slow, right? Is my network slow? Does it load slowly at your side?
Yes, please, for my side.
Okay. Okay, so this is the logo that I created. Okay, so this one is not how did they put it? It's not grouped. So let me group it and then copy it and see if it will activate here. I knew it. Okay. Oh, we've done 30 minutes already. That's super weird though. Okay, so that's the logo, right? Very nice, very clean. Now what I like doing is position it in the middle and then I'll reduce the opacity. Um, how do they put it? I'm assuming that right now, if I say any design term, we already know. That's why I don't take my time to say that. Then you go here to find it, right? Because For now, we already know how to use Canva. So when I say that you reduce the transparency or opacity, I'm assuming you know where to go to reduce it. Do you all know where to find the tools that we use to design? Do we all know?
Yes, please.
We do.
I know.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing you have to note is that you have to make your whatever you are putting in the background in the middle of the background very, very, very lightweight because they are going to write on it, right? The text will be on it. So if they write the letter on it and they cannot view it, you have failed. You didn't do your work well. So whatever you are putting there, it should be really, really transparent. People should not be able to see it that much behind the background, right? Okay, let's go on. So I'm going to duplicate it again since it's our logo and we'll be using it. So in this case, the arrangement you chose is dependent on you, right? So you can decide to put the logo on the left or right. There's no rule saying that only put it at the right or left. You see, GT Bank has their logo at the right side, right? Very simple. But then University of Ghana has their logo at the left side. Most of them have their logo at the left side. So that's just it. The arrangement is dependent on you. However way you think looks better, you go with that. Is that okay? All right, let's move on. So I'm going to put my logo on the left and then remember your what? Your white space. And this is also a letter. So everything that applies to people writing a letter should be applied to this. Is that okay? All right. I'm also going to introduce a very, very, very tiny line at the bottom. So I'm going to go to elements and bring a shape. Okay, Kweku is drawing. Kweku is drawing on my screen. Kweku, what's going on? And then we should remember that it is part of our branding materials, right? So it should have the same colors. Okay. I'm also going to write the business name, right? So that this one is Mascaring for consultant, consultancy. I don't have a tagline, but if there's a tagline, you can write it under the Mascaring for consultancy, right? Or you can just have the logo. So GT Bank has just their logo with their business name, right? Straight to the point. No, no plenty things. Let me see if we can get some with taglines here. Okay, so this one is saying brand name, then tagline. Okay, so you see brand name, your tagline space, then contact details, and they have something, something here, right? So this one, they will just write the letter here. But this one has already the letter in there. So this one has the letter in there. Yeah, so it's very simple, straight to the point. Okay, so I'm going to write my letter name with my business name with what? A test. And we know where to find test. We go to test. You can choose a heading or a subheading. Let me go with subheading. Then we write what? Francisca. Then you also use the same, is that spelled correctly? We also use the same brand fonts, right? So keep your brand materials or brand rules. Keep them in mind when you are designing. Anything you are designing for your brand, it follows the same thing. So in this case, you can also write your tagline here, right? Or you can decide not to. So you can see that after writing my business name, the structure is not well structured, right? It doesn't look great. So I'm going to change the font. I think the font we have been using is Poppins or something like that. Okay, I like the way the leaf pattern looks. Is this black? So mostly, every writing on your letterhead should be black. Because I've not seen any letter that has different any letter that has different colors, right? Mostly it is black. It's in black. So even if you have colors in your whole letter design, the writing should be black. Does the two font goes together? Let's judge. This is leaf pattern and this is what canvas sans. Does it go together?
To me, no.
It does.
The first one,
And
the
then
first one look too close to each other.
the name.
They are too close.
Okay.
But the canvas sense is a bit of.
Is it looking better now? I should probably give it a base. So element line. Where is my line? Okay, my line is running away. Stroke color. I'm bringing in light green. So also know that every element you are using here should be, how do I say it? Should leave enough space for the letter. Enough room, right? Between your top details and the down contact information. Give enough room for the letter itself that will be written to breathe, right? So don't bring your information up here too close to the center so that they can write the letter here. Okay, so this logo is too big. Okay, when I'm done, I will then. Hey, is my net am I still part of the Zoom class? Um, it's like my network keeps going round and round, so I'm thinking maybe I've dropped off. Okay, we are still here. All right, why is that you guys cannot see my full screen? Or you can see my full screen? Please, can you see my full screen?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So because the text down here is a little shorter, it's giving too much room here, right? And it's looking weird. So shape to the rescue. Now I'm going to group these three things. Okay, the shape didn't come. So that I can position them in the middle. Okay, that works. And I'm going to bring this down here. I think the logo is still so bigger than the rest. Okay, that's better. Okay, so we have put in our logo there, right? The business name and our tagline. So the next thing we need to add is what? It's our contact details. Those are the information that's supposed to be on the letterhead. Okay, so another thing we can also do is that we can move this here to the edge. Okay, like this. And introduce any other element we want to introduce. For example, I can go here and find shapes, right? And then build them up here. So they create some sort of unique elements. Does all the shapes have the same color? I think this one is lighter than these two, right? So that's another thing you can do to add like some sort of creativity, some sort of how do I say uniqueness to your own designs, right? It's so that it looks better, the structure looks better, and that one gives a lot of some form of uniqueness, right? Yes, or we can just position it in the middle to give it like straight structure. Yes. So the arrangement depends on you and the vision you have, right? But what you have to notice that always is the logo, the company name, their tagline, and then their contact information. And then take it away from the middle so that they can actually write the letter there. Even this one, it is too. Okay. All right, so we can have it like this. Okay. So this one is aligned with this logo point. You see, I didn't use any ruler or anything, but I can tell that it is aligned with it. And when I select it, you see, it aligns perfectly with this one. Yeah. When you design for a long time, you should be able to tell, your eye should be able to pick the ending points and connect them. If they are not aligning, you should be able to tell that these elements don't align, right? Without even using the ruler. But as you are starting as a beginner, you can always use a ruler to make sure that they are aligned. Is that okay? All right, so let's move on. The next thing we are going to introduce is our contact details, right? So you can add the business contact number, like their WhatsApp or their call number, their email, and then their website, if they have a website, right? So those are the most important. So Gmail account, contact this as a call numbers, and then also their website link, right? So those are the things that you should add. So quickly, let's add them. Test. What are the fonts we have used here? Montserrat and Leaks pattern, right? So I'm going to use the Montserrat to write every other test that I will write. Okay. So F, for consultant, consult. Hey, you people. Okay. At gmail.com. That's a long, long email address. What is the font size? Okay, 14. So let's do 14. I think 14 will work. Okay. Then we are going to bring it. Yeah. Now what I'm going to introduce to is the icons, right? So the contact details icons. So elements, and I'll search for email icon. And then we already have some in Canva. So if I don't get a free one that I like, then I'll go and download and bring it, right? But if you get one that you like, just use that one instead of going to download. So with me, I'm going to use this one. So we know how to reduce the size of our element, right? You use the transform tool. So this is the transform tool. You use that one, and then you can also move it around. If you are using phone, it's the same thing. That's your transform tool. So you use that. So now I can also duplicate this one and then write my, oh, okay. So I can use the same thing and just use .com, right? So .com is mostly for website, or .org, right? Mostly for website. Then I position it, give it space, and then we bring website icon. So website icon. Okay, this one is fine. So you don't see the whole design some of the time because I have made the space big by dragging this one. If you drag it, it becomes bigger or smaller. It's called scaling. So you can scale your design space to make it bigger. If you scale it bigger, you see what you are doing better, right? So I think in Canva, it is easier for you to even align your text because those red lines, they activate when your text align or your elements align. So you see that the top is aligning, but the down is not aligning. So if I make it maybe a little bigger, and then I'll try to position it and see if it aligns. So the down is aligning, the top is aligning. It's still a little slightly smaller, right? But let's leave it like that. So did you also see that the spacing is also being measured for me? So we have 0.2 spacing, right? And when Canva mostly do that arrangement for you. So if you focus on that and you use it well, you can easily get the same spacing between your elements. It is very easy. I think in Photoshop, you have to use your own smartness. There's nothing like using anything to measure the spacing between your element, right? So you have to use your own smartness. But in Canva, they do that for you automatically. So you see that now I see that the space between my icon and my text is the same. Here too is the same, right? So I'm going to leave it like that. Let me go to rulers. I still think this icon is too small than this one. So I'm going to use my rulers. Okay. I've activated my rulers, so I'm going to drag and drop it here. And then drag this one and drag this one to get here. So it looks like it's okay. It's okay. It will work. Let's leave it like that. All right, now let's move on. Duplicate this one again and write your contact details, right? So always add your code, your country code. Maybe other people will contact you from other country. And then 593159625. There's different way of writing numbers. Some people add like into brackets, 00 here. It's like a very international form of writing numbers, right? So you can also use that one, or you can decide not to use that one. So, okay. So you can see that my size, because of the size of my text, everything will not fit there, right? But let's arrange it first, then we can focus on making it a little smaller so that it fits. Or sometimes you can arrange if your contact details is a lot, you can arrange it into two space. It's not by force to arrange everything into a line, right? It is also not by force to arrange it in a line. You can even arrange it like this and put the other one down here and put the other one down here. So it can be vertical or horizontal, depending on the arrangement you are going for. So because they will sign the letter, right? They will sign the letter. They will also put their salutation, like yours faithful and that one, somewhere here. You can always put the contact details somewhere here so that the yours faithful will be here, right? And then they will also sign the letter. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to select everything and then reduce the opacity. Sometimes because of your icons, you cannot reduce the opacity of your, sorry, not opacity, the size of your element. Some of the icons have like a straight sizing. Okay. Then we are going to look for contact icon. So that one is call or WhatsApp icon, right? Or you can even search for contact icon straight up. So they will give you different options. Then you choose the one that you want. I'm going to choose this one. Then make it resize it or transform it. Okay. It's a little bigger than the rest. Okay. So now that we have that, we have the same spacing in between them, and then they are fitting there well. Let's see the whole design and see if anything is off, right? Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you think anything is off or does it look okay? Let's give comments. Oh, I think, okay, who is giving comment? Oh, now we have quite a number of people. So Salome, Peku, Isaac, and please, who has named himself Nokia? Please rename yourself into your name. So comment. We are done. We are done with our letterhead. So this is the final format for our letterhead. Do you have any verdicts? Do you have any comment? Any question? So we think it looks okay. Nobody is saying anything. I'm here alone. It looks okay. So Isaac said it looks okay. All right. So you see how we have used the same colors in our letterhead, right? Because we are following our brand identity guides. Okay, the rest.
It looks okay to me.
Okay.
But I want to ask a question.
Yes, go ahead.
There's a particular letterhead. An example is GMTA, Ghana Nurse Midwife Training Association, their letterhead.
Mm-hmm.
There's a line at the corner
There's
where
what?
they have let me say the line that you kept at the top
Yes.
is at the side. That's where
Okay.
they kept the contact, like president, secretary, what.
Okay.
So if it's that way, how do you place the logo?
So their information is here, but they have also their contact details here. So is that Ghana nursing?
Just type Gene NMTA, capital Gene NMTA.
TA. Is that correct?
Yes, please. That's that.
So this is their letterhead. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
Mm. Okay. So what oh if anybody was here and we discuss bad and good designs, we should judge. Let's judge. Is this a good design in the first place? Is this a good design? Or is this a bad design? I think the whole structure can be better. Probably whoever put this together doesn't have much knowledge about graphic design. But I feel like the whole structure can be better. It can be well arranged, right? It looks everywhere. Yes, I don't know why they've made it like this, but it can be better. So that's where their logo is. Their logo is here. So that's the arrangement they decided to go with. But as I said again, it can be better. That's my own opinion. Salome, is that okay?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so
Yes.
answering your question, I've I said that the main information that's supposed to be there is like the logo, the brand name or the organization name, their contact information, right? So whichever information they'll give you to put there, you have to decide how you will arrange it and give it enough space in the middle for them to actually write the letter there. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
So in this case, for the immediate release and then under here, and then this signature, that is the main letter. But then they've added all these people because all these people, their hands, how do they say it? It's like they are part of the letter. They are enforcing whatever they are communicating, right? So they are finding a way to add them that these people are the signatures of the letter. That's why all those things are there. But normally they will not put all those information on their letter here. So they have their national president, their vice president, their general secretary. Does it mean that anytime they change their leadership, they will also change the information on their letterhead? Okay. Any other question?
Yes, please. Good evening.
Evening. Amatu. Okay, Amatu, you can ask questions.
Yeah, I couldn't join early because my storage was full, so I need to join with a different phone. So I was struggling in joining early. I don't know is what I'm about to. How was you able to fade the logo inside the letter?
Is it the one in the middle
Yes, please.
or this one?
The one in the middle.
Oh, okay. So okay. So after you have designed your logo and you have downloaded it, which we've all done, right? And we have downloaded it. You can also actually save your logo as a PNG. So even without saving your logo as a PNG, let's say that the logo that you have designed. So let me go to my projects like this. And then I'll go to designs, right? Then I'll find the actual logo I'm looking for. So something like this. So this one, I've designed the logo like this, right? So let's say something like this. And I have the logo here. So this is my logo and I've grouped it, right? So I can just simply copy this one, copy, and then add page, change it to white, and then paste it. Okay. So after I've pasted it, this is how it is. Because this one is already big, it is already in the middle. By whatever size your logo comes, you just have to resize it to fit where you want to put it. So after you have positioned it, all you have to do is to go to transparency here and then reduce the opacity or the transparency of it. So we are reducing the color. So you are going to select the whole logo and what? Reduce the opacity. It's as simple as that. So this one, I think my logo has a white background. Okay, it's the composition of the logo. So if I ungroup this logo and move this one side here. This one has a lot of different elements inside. So you see that this one is it's has its own shape, right? That's why when I reduce the opacity, it doesn't it doesn't affect everything in there because it is not one combined logo. But if it is one combined logo and you put it there and you reduce the opacity, it's supposed to automatically reduce, right? Everything there will reduce the opacity. Let me see. Okay, so this is working. So you see that it's like it's become visible, but it's not that visible, right? So that's how we added our logo in the middle. Ramatu, is that okay? So you import your logo, put it on the background, and then reduce the opacity and position it where you want to position it.
Okay. I've gotten it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Any other question? Okay, let me see if I will find letterhead sample, letter sample for letterhead. Okay, we have 10 minutes. Letter sample for letter. We will not come back, okay. Let me go to ChatGTP. That's a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to copy it. And hopefully I can paste it in Canva, right? Okay. So I'm going to go to test and go to add a bit of, and then change it to Montserrat. I don't know, I just like the way Montserrat writes it. Like the font look, I like it. That's why I'm always writing in Montserrat. Okay. Okay, that's a lot messier. Very messy. Okay, that looks better. So this organization name, your address, phone number, email, website, whatever, dates. Okay, so this one will separate itself. Date will separate itself. This one will also separate itself. Subject is supposed to be in the middle. Okay. So this will be the structure of the letter, right? Okay. So the organization name, address, phone number, email, website, if any, then date, then recipient's address, right? Then this one too will come. This one too will separate itself. Then the subject, then the plenty letter, and then the salutation, right? So the contact, you said they said contact info, if not already on the letterhead. So this one we will not add it. But there should be signature. Will you sign before your salutation or you write your salutation before you sign?
It's in the middle.
Your salutation, your signature is supposed to be in the middle.
Yes, please.
Okay. Which middle? This side? I think it's always here, somewhere here.
Yes.
Okay. Right, so mostly you would just send the empty one. That's why I didn't add these things, right? So you would just send the empty one. Okay, probably I should. Okay, so let's download our empty one. I hope we still have time. I didn't click early. I should show you guys how to download it and send, right? So share, download, and then you download as JPEG, parent page, done, download. So it is downloading as a JPEG, right? So this is a letterhead that I did for an organization. So file, new. So if you have Microsoft Word, I think that's the best one you can use. It's easier. And every organization can open that one. So this one is Google Documents, right? So insert image, upload from file, and then your letterhead. See that it has already pasted, right? So now you can enlarge it to fit this space. Let me see. View option. Image option. Adjustment. Okay. Size rotation. Okay. Oh, sorry. I've deleted it. Okay. So you see that this one, it's not fit into the whole page. It has not fit into the whole page, right? Right. So if you are using the Microsoft Word, you can make it the background so that it fits into the whole page. So mostly if you sign it as JPEG, the organization probably will say that, oh, they can't use it too. So make it a Word document for them. But some of the admins are smart and they know how to create the Word doc with the JPEG you send them, right? Yeah. But if you're working with organization, then if you write their letter, you just have to paste it on it, like in Canva like this one, right? And then you download it as PDF, and then they can go and print it or share it online. So with this one, they can share it online. But if you are not working with the organization, that's when you have to send it in a way that they can edit it. I hope that's clear. All right. So because of time, I think the line will probably go off soon, sooner or later. So you see that the logo is at the background, but it's not contradicting the text on it, right? You can still clearly read the text, and it's making it more nicer. Because if we delete this, sorry. If we delete the logo, it will be so plain. Although the letter will be there. See, it looks empty. Yes, so that one makes it more nice. That I always put the logo at the background of the text. It's one thing that I always do. Okay, so thank you guys for joining. I don't know when our next class will be, but it will be discussed, and then we'll know. It's supposed to be on Saturday.